All right, hello, and welcome to the Vincent Magnum Gymnasium, where you see your St. Joe's Varsity Falcons for volleyball take on the East Brunswick Bears. Alongside me is
Scott Schmidt.
and my name is Christopher Wild. Stay tuned as the Bears finish the warm-ups,
We got about 6 minutes left.
and we'll get on the way. See you soon. All right, hello and welcome back to the Vincent Magnum Gymnasium. Your St. Joseph Falcons are taking on the East Brunswick Bears, our classic GMC rival. Stay tuned for the exciting game, but in the meantime, I've got Scott Schmidt here, who's a volleyball player for the St. Joseph Falcons as well. Currently, he's just out.
Out with the meniscus tear, unfortunately.
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, MPT now. It should be about mid-May or so, maybe a couple, give or take a few weeks, maybe. I don't know.
Absolutely. So Scott's here. He's been watching the team, and so Scott, in your professional opinion, who do you think is going to be a major threat for the Falcons? Who do you think is going to be, who do you think is going to be making the mark?
It's hard to say. I think it kind of depends on East Brunswick's blocking line. Maybe we've yet to see exactly how they play yet, but maybe their middle blockers jumping too often in the middle. Maybe then we can go to the pin hitters. Maybe he's not jumping often enough in the middle. Then the middle blocker would be the best hitter to go to. It really depends on how East Brunswick plays. We shall see very soon because the game appears to be starting.
All right. Well,
Is this first serve to don't know yet, actually.
so starting for the Falcons, up front you've got Brian Martinez, Mike Wellham, John Tulin, and Judekovics, Harrison, and Aiden.
Yep. And its second middle blocker, who was that again? I didn't quite see. I think it was Evan. Looks like first serve will be going to the Bears. We are underway.
Falcons into a staggered little defense for the first serve. Andrew will pop it up off the
Unfortunate way to lose the first point.
That's just unlucky.
Yeah.
Andrew just got put into a bad position. Ball comes in. Mike up.
Manages to get it up, but it's a double. No, hit the net.
Ball comes in. Andrew to receive. Can't get under. Falcons now down by 3. Harrison stepping up for Maine.
Out of rotation. Apparently there are a couple players that switched around that they shouldn't have.
The whole concept of rotation is very very foreign for me.
Yeah, it is kind of very specific to volleyball, kind of hard to learn.
Martinez.
See about Martinez. Serve. Wycombe unfortunately puts it out. Is there a touch? No. Bears point. 4-1.
Andrew for the return. It's Martinez.
Wycombe with a slow hit over. Catches him off guard. Falcons get the point. 4-2. Or rather 2-4.
Good serve. Good serve from Mike. Straight down the line. Cut him off. So over the course of, probably late March, tough bounce. Yeah, the Kyrie, we were actually in the same group, but that finger injury. I forget exactly what happened to Mike, but forced to go home. I think it was a broken finger, something along those lines. But I'm happy to see that he's back here and playing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love to see him back on the court.
John Tulin now taking the serve up. Serve goes in.
4 catches off number 20.
Tulin again.
Ball comes up, spike down,
There's
blocked
receiver
by
this
Mike.
time. And a double hit? Yes.
So what does the double hit mean?
Double hit is typically whenever on the second touch, whenever the setter puts too much spin on the second touch when overhand passing, a double hit will be called. I guess literally it means that the player touched the ball twice, but it's usually called when a player puts too much spin on the second touch. You won't see it called as much on the first touch, but it does happen very often. Oh, good receive by Aiden Thompson. Oh, but unfortunately, it seems like Oshot hit the net.
You know, so far the Falcons they're making really good gameplay, but they're just losing points to just basic mistakes.
Yes.
Serve comes up for Dekovic. Dekovic
Puts it away.
Good shot from Andrew. After a deep breath, he comes with the serve.
To Libero, it's a little off. Can they get it? Nope.
Serve comes in. Spike ready.
Looks like it was
Out of
out.
bounds. That was a good job from Aiden Libero. Just let it go. Serve comes in.
Touch, but unfortunately not able to get the follow-up.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time somebody wiped the bottom of their shoes, I would have about 10 nickels.
It does happen a lot, doesn't it?
Good spike from
with a
Mike.
very nice spike.
That was excellent. Textbook. You know,
Widening the lead 10-8 for the Falcons.
like in practice, just the warm-ups, Wycombe was just such a heavy hitter.
Absolutely.
He was just drilling some shots in.
And the timeout for which team? I didn't quite see yet. Probably for the Bears.
So far, quite surprisingly, we haven't seen the likes of.
We have mostly just been seeing Wycombe putting balls away. A couple sets to the middle here and there, and it's working out for them. They're up 3 points, 11-8.
Ball comes up.
Middle. Seems like the Falcons touched the net. First point.
I was solid play from the Falcons. They really didn't have to do anything, but it's just so powerful.
Ooh. Unfortunately, not able to get the spike, but they do place it in a very good spot.
Ball comes in.
Doolin, they receive. Good touch by Harris, but unfortunately not able to. 10 serving 11.
Ball comes in. Wycombe. So Martinez back to Wycombe.
Oh. Bears looks like number 5 caught the net on the way up.
Ball comes in from Martinez. Return spike coming.
Into the net. Martinez up again. Seems like we're checking the scoreboard. Scores 13-11 in favor of Falcons. We're checking the score again. Never mind, 13-10 in favor of the Falcons.
Serve comes in from Martinez again.
To the
Spike
middle,
coming.
into the net.
Absolutely nothing from there.
Again from Martinez. Serves it in. Ooh,
Good stuff.
big block from Michael Wycombe. Martinez up to serve again.
Martinez is such a consistent hitter. Good dive from Dekovic.
Good dig from Dekovic. A ding from Wycombe. They pick it up. Not able to convert anything off it. So they get a nice set. Oh, Tulin puts it up. Tulin pushes the ball over. Comes down on the Bear side next to the net. Unfortunately, they're not able to pick it up from there. Martinez up to serve again. Oh, off the block. That looked like it was outside the antenna.
That's a right idea by Harrison and Martinez. That was a good count.
Unfortunately, the ball was just a little too far to the right for him. Falcons did go in a bit of a run there. It is now 16-11. It looks like it hits the block. Tulin hits the block.
Yeah.
Tulin hits the block, but it comes down on the Bears side. Falcons point. 17-11. Michael putting a little too much on it. Out the back line.
Martinez to pass. Tulin
Tulin puts it in the back right corner.
That's a good placement.
Nobody's there for it.
Great control.
Great control by Tulin there.
Ashkeet will now come on wearing the number 12 jersey. Tulin will take it up.
There's receive well, goes to the middle, behind, and
Tough luck from the Falcons.
Yeah.
That just caught
Mike on the
Was
wrong foot. It was a really well placed spice.
it was a very tricky set by the Bears there to go behind to the middle.
All credit to him.
I don't see that very often. Unfortunately, they whiffed the serve right after. Out of bounds, out the back line. Harris Biel up to serve.
Ball comes in. Set up. Looking for a spike.
Aiden gets the dig though.
Harrison over to Mike. Mike over.
Maybe to the middle. It goes. Aiden gets a touch, but unfortunately
That was the longest
Away
rally
from
we've
them.
had so far. That was a good rally between the two.
Absolutely.
That was the longest one we've had so far. Ball comes in. Straight to Dekovic.
To the middle. Gets blocked. Unable to pick it up. To Wycombe. Passes to the outside. And puts it away.
So Alex, in your so I'm now joining me alongside Alex Pugliese, who played volleyball here at St. Joe's for 2 years. After seeing the game so far, how do you think it's going?
I came in late, but from what I saw a nice rally from St. Joe's. From what I saw from the first game, I think their passing communication is a lot better. Definitely a lot of improvement. So yeah.
What do you see? What do you hope to see out of the Falcons later on, in maybe the next couple of goes?
From what I saw from the first game, I think what they really needed most was better passes to Martinez, the setter. He does have some skill. He will put the ball where it needs to be. If he could just have some little bit help putting the ball right where the net, so he has all three options to set to.
All right, thanks, Alex. Back to you, Scott.
Martinez now looking for the spike for Harrison. Harrison hits it over.
Falcons block. Wycombe gets it. To the middle. Oh, Libero on the other side picks it up, though. Back row attack. Aiden picks it up.
Martinez again for Harrison.
Ooh, and out of bounds.
Too much on that one. That was a really good rally from the two of
Actually, I
them.
believe Harrison actually was attacking from the back row, but stepped over the 10-foot line. So it wouldn't have mattered even if it did go in, unfortunately.
Comes in. Aiden just give it. Martinez look. Good reach by Mike. Ashkeet looking again. Mike sends it over.
Harris.
Great idea.
Harris hits it off the block, out of bounds.
Tell you what, Ryan Martinez made that play. They made that play. Ryan Martinez. He had I think he
Bears
had
point because Harris hit from the back row and stepped over the 10-foot line. Unfortunate.
that's the second time back to back for him.
Yeah.
But I think Harrison had 2 touches on
High
that.
to the middle. Too much spin? Yes. Double hit. Too much spin on it. Or maybe not.
You know, I personally think that's a pretty silly rule overall. But you're gonna call a point for too much spin on a ball.
It kind of sucks, but oh, a powerful hit from Michael Wycombe.
That was a screamer.
Aiden Thompson up to serve. Falcons up 23-18. Aiden Thompson picks up the spike. Goes to double hit. Unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm still having trouble really recognizing that rule. I think that's a very volleyball specific.
It is very volleyball specific, and sometimes even we don't understand how it happens. Tulin though with a very powerful hit. Bears are able to pick it up. Never mind, into the net. (24-19) for the Falcons. The pass is a little bit off. They're able to pick it up, though. Oh, unfortunately, a bit of a misplay. Ball goes into the net. 20 20 Bears, 24 Falcons. Harris going up. Bears pick it up. But John Tulin puts down the overpass. And Falcons take the first set.
So in your typical high school game, how many sets do you typically play?
You typically play 3 sets.
3 sets?
3 sets. I believe in college it goes to 5, if I'm not mistaken. I could be. But in high school, it is 3. All to 25 points.
I will say I'm a little surprised as of this moment from the Falcons. We haven't seen the likes of Evan Harris coming in.
Yeah, Evan didn't come in, instead opting for Akshat, I believe, as the second middle blocker. Maybe we'll see him in this second set, perhaps?
Another familiar face that also didn't come on so far, at least, was Jacob Wadley.
Jacob, yeah.
They were both of them are very strong players,
Absolutely.
and very strong hitters. So, I'll have to see what the coaching call is on that one, and we'll go from there.
We've got about a minute 45 seconds left on the clock before play resumes.
So tonight we have a very special night. Actually, there is going to be a baseball game over at the North Brunswick Community Field. It's going to be your St. Joe's Falcons taking on. I'm not really too sure at this moment, but I'll find out. But it's a autism awareness game, which is going to be I believe it's going to be a good fundraiser, and all the money's going to be going to charity to help raise awareness about it. You know, because it's a very strong thing here at St. Joe's that we always like to give back, and just to give some of the people that don't have the same opportunities with us. Plus, we have a very close family member in the St. Joe's family, in Stephen. And if you've ever been to a St. Joe's game, any sporting game, you for sure know who Stephen is. So tonight around 7 o'clock, there will be a live broadcast for the baseball game, and I hope to see you guys there.
Got about 20 seconds left on the clock, but it looks like the players are ready to play. St. Joe's with the serve. And it looks like Evan Harris will be coming in once the libero is supposed to go to the front row. But for now, we got Tulin in the front row. And Gabe up the serve. Oh, the scoreboard is buzzing. Seems like it was hit the wrong button, maybe. And now we are underway.
Gabe Del Plaza with the serve. Comes in.
Off the block, Aiden picks it up. Gabe, unfortunately, double hits it. A little too much spin.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me.
It is a bit of a weird rule. Sometimes none of us really understand how it happens.
So, in other St. Joe's athletic news, we have our baseball later tonight, but earlier today, the St. Joe's Falcon varsity lacrosse team played the Hun School, and going into the half, they were down by 4. At the final, it was down by 6. St. Joe's lacrosse lost 13-7, but judging how the Hun was probably one of the top schools in the country, let alone state of New Jersey or even the county. Our St. Joe's Falcons. Our
Seems like it was a block from the Bears, but they hit the net on the way down. So Falcons point. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, judging how the Hunt is arguably one of the best teams, period. The Falcons got to look at the positives of today and take away what they can. And the baseball team will be playing Somerville tonight.
Unfortunately, another double hit coming out.
I don't get this. Somebody's got to make like a Wikipedia page about the double hit.
It is a bit of a strange rule, Chris.
Ball comes in, short for Mike. Sends it over to Jacob. Gets blocked. Evan now.
Picks it up, but unfortunately, now I don't even know why that one was called. It doesn't seem to have much spin on it. Like I said, sometimes we don't even know how it happens.
It just happens.
It just happens sometimes, man.
Sends it to Jacob.
Undeterred though, Jacob. Oh, but the set is wide. Unable to get it. Bears currently lead 4-2. St. Joe's with the serve. It's going to go to JT.
This is JT's first time stepping onto the court today. As
Let's
it
see how he
is
does.
for Evan Harris and Jacob Wadley. JT Gloucester now. Good serve.
To the middle. Hits the block, but unfortunately does not go back to the Bears.
It's an
Comes
unlucky
back down
bounce
on the
for
Falcons side.
Unlucky bounce for him. Serve comes in.
Ooh, misjudged.
Comes in again.
Aiden Thompson gets it. Passes a little bit off, but Falcons pick it up. And Evan puts it in a tricky spot. Bears unexpecting.
That was really unique from Evan. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Got some tricky fingers there.
Jacob Wadley to serve. Bears receive. It's a dump, but Jacob Wadley picks it up. High from Evan. Aiden puts it over. To the middle again.
Good block from Evan.
Evan Harris. The big block.
Ball goes over.
A dump, but they seem to have touched the net on the way. Falcons point is now 7-6 in favor of the Falcons. Wadley up to serve again.
Falcons have been on I think it's a 4-point movement now. Just a consecutive streak.
Okay. Oh, boy. To the middle. It gets blocked again by Evan Harris.
That's what I'm saying. Evan is so strong up front.
Absolutely.
When he gets his groove and he gets going in his middle block set, he's on top of the world.
Wadley up to serve again. Puts it in. Goes to the outside. Aiden picks it up.
JT sets.
Wycombe
Good
hits
serve.
it very well, but unfortunately digged by the Bears. But they're not ready for the set. Oh. Very chaotic play coming out from both teams, but Bears putting it
scrappy. So scrappy.
Very scrappy. Bears coming out on top though.
That was a hot burning trash can. That's what that was. That was a hot mess.
I suppose you're right. To the outside, Wycombe goes up, hits it off the block.
Beautiful.
Keeps going.
Textbook from Wycombe. Aiden Thompson now to take this up.
To the middle from behind, actually. They put it. Falcons puts it over on the first touch. I suppose the Bears weren't expecting it, and they put it out of bounds.
John Tulin now taking over for Evan Harris.
And Bears call a timeout.
So is it like most sports where you get a certain amount of
I
timeouts?
believe it is.
per
I actually,
quarter?
I'm not exactly sure how many it is. I believe it's either 2 or 3, somewhere around there. I believe this is their first time out of the set, rather.
I'll tell you what, that East Brunswick coach is not happy.
Seems like the ref did not give the ready signal. So we're going to get a redo. To the outside. Aiden Thompson picks it up to Wycombe. Tips it over. Bears pick it up, though, to the outside again. Off the block, off of these hands. Unfortunately, the ball keeps going.
That was tough luck from Jacob.
Yep. Unfortunately, it seemed like the ball was a little higher than he thought it would be since it hit off the block. Bears put it inbounds, and they get a point for being. But the Bears are out of rotation, it seems.
That's the second time that's happened for them.
That is the second time.
Gabe De La Plaza coming in.
Falcons up 10-8. Ooh. So unfortunately does not go over.
Comes in again to Aiden.
Aiden Thompson picks it up.
Gabe
Upset
sets-
from Gabe. 3 blockers, but Tulin finds a way around them and manages to get the kill regardless.
Oh, I love it when coaches get angry.
I'll come up to serve, go off for a top spin. Puts it out just barely off the back line.
I got to review that one.
Puts it in. Aiden picks it up to Gabe. Unfortunately, double hit. Seems like it. It's
Dude, like, what?
Sometimes you just can't get it. Sometimes it just happens a lot, man. Oh, Aiden just barely picking it up. Gabe hits it, but unfortunately goes out of bounds on the other side of the net. And with that, Bears took the lead at 12-11. Grazes the net as it goes over, but Aiden still picks it up.
So I noticed
Jacob.
that there's no let play. So
There's no what?
no let. So as you may know, in
Yes.
tennis,
Yeah, and
there's a
yes.
there's a
If you
rule
hit the-
where in your serve it hits the net and it still goes over. You still got to run it back.
Unfortunately, though, in volleyball, if it hits the net, all momentum is stopped and it still goes over, and it just drops in front of the net. It's still their point.
It's still live.
Still alive.
Look at that.
It happens sometimes, and sometimes you just got to chalk it up to bad luck.
Tough.
The
luck,
Bears
speaking
with
of
a actually fairly nice middle hit, but the Bears were actually out of rotation for that point.
What is it,
So
number
this-
3 now?
I do. That is number 3. Good play coming in from the Bears, but unfortunately,
Just can't get anything out of it.
tooling up to serve. To the middle. Oh, just barely able to pick it up, but it seems like it was a carry call. Unfortunately, you cannot go underhand and also hit the palm of your hand. Micah manages to pick it up. They get the set to Wadley, and actually, I believe, is that still live?
No, it's not.
I know it hit
because-
the curtain, but usually
Yeah.
when the ball hits the ceiling, it's still live. But I suppose since it hit a wall,
It's
rather
because
than-
it's a wall. So you got to think, right? So
right.
if you played off of a wall, right, that's coming back at you.
I suppose it would be unfair because
Yeah, it's
I
coming
guess
back
in the
towards you
ideal
versus going
situation,
away
it
from
would-
you.
yeah.
So versus if it hit the ceiling,
Oh,
it's
Gabe manages to pick it up.
what must go up must come down.
Absolutely. Right side hits it this time, but Falcons able to pick it up to Wadley. Bears pick it up to their outside. He tips it over and picks it up. It's been quite a long rally so far.
Bears send it back over.
Back row attack goes high. Wycombe picks it up to Gabe, gives it to Harris, off the block, and it seems like
Yeah,
one of the
that's,
Bears hit the net.
yeah, that was Falcon point. I'm not
It
sure.
was
I'm
Falcon
not sure
point.
what.
It was Falcon's point.
What for?
I believe one of the Bears hit the net.
Irregardless, that was a beautiful hit by Harris.
Absolutely. Serves in, and Bears unable to pick it up.
Similar to mistake to what Andrew Dekovic made
It was.
in the first, I believe, is the third point of the match.
Sometimes it happens.
Was it from JT?
Oh, unfortunately, too much power on it. Goes out off the back line. And now, I believe that is 14 Bears to 15 Falcons. Bears put the ball in. Wycombe, unfortunately, gets the touch, but it's not able to go up.
So let me ask you: if the Falcons here win the second one,
Then the game is over.
the game's over.
Game's over. We go home. Bears put a little too much on that one. Goes out of bounds off the back line. $16 Falcons, 15 Bears. Volley up to serve, puts it in. Bears receive to the middle. Tip. Akshat picks it up. And it goes to Wycombe. Bears been pick it up, but no one is there to get the second. No one is there to get the second hit, unfortunately.
That'll increase their lead to 2 now, right?
Yep, 17-15.
Close game.
Wadley up to serve again. Puts it in. Goes to the outside.
Good
Block
block.
by, I believe that is Akshat.
Great block by Akshat. Evan was right next to him, but whew, got an arm to that. It was a perfect spot.
Perfect spot.
Great job by Akshat.
Wadley up to serve again. 18-15 Falcons. Ooh, unfortunately into the net. They did get a good run though.
Yeah, it's important for the Falcons. They're so close to winning, so
Still anybody's game though.
absolutely. Ball comes in.
Aiden picks it up.
JT to back
JT.
serve it.
Unfortunately, it's a little too wide. Akshat can't get it in.
It looks like JT almost threw his back out on that one. He's gonna need a cane for the rest of the game. Ball comes in. Aiden
picks
again.
it up to the middle, and Evan puts it down.
What a
Very-
dominant play. by
Very nice
Evan.
quick set by Evan Harris and JT. Aiden to serve. Oh, the back set to the middle, but Falcons pick it up. Aksha to the outside, over the block, and just barely out of bounds, it seems. Scored 20-17 for the Falcons. To the outside again, through the block, but